Greetings and welcome to another LGR dot matrix printer thing. And today I've got not one but two of these Star Micronics NX2400 compatible color ink ribbons to go with my 2420 Rainbow that I covered here in LGR a little while back. And well, if you saw that video, then you saw this happen. The color ink ribbons that I had that came with the printer just completely fell apart on me pretty quickly. And that was due to, well, just the internal design of them and the age and everything. And the foam rollers that were in there, there's like 6 or 8 rollers, I don't know. They fell apart completely, ruined half of the ribbons. It was just such a mess afterward that I just kind of gave up and didn't get very much color stuff printed in that video like I had hoped. You know, the black ribbons were working perfectly fine, but those have a much more robust mechanism, it turned out. Gears and some springs and some other things going on. It was much more robust and it worked out just great for that video, but the color, well, that was a sad state of affairs. However, a bunch of you got in touch after that video, not only to give your suggestions for trying to repair the ribbon, which, sorry, it's just not viable, but also with a bunch of handy tips for possible places to buy some new ones, or at least new old stock or refurbished. And I've tried 6 different vendors for these things, and only one has worked out, and that was this one right here. And this was kind of a strange listing on Amazon because, well, I mean, it didn't list the 2420 exactly, and it was a new coat version, it wasn't the original Star version, and then it was also just not the right picture. And so you never know with those kind of listings, but I took a chance, didn't hear anything for weeks, so I tried another listing, and the seller got right back to me and said, "We don't have this anymore, we're gonna cancel your order." That was the most common response that I've gotten from all of the different, like, half dozen attempts at buying these ribbons. There's tons of those printer warehouse websites and places that say they sell refurbished ribbons, but they pretty much all have just outdated listings and they've been out of stock forever and just never bothered to update their websites. But anyway, this came through, and like I said, it took a couple weeks, but the seller was, I guess, kind of shocked that somebody had ordered these and totally didn't notice for a couple weeks, and they're like, "Oh crap, sorry about that. Let me send you a second one just as an apology." And so here we go. I've got 2 new old stock Star Micronics 2420 color ink ribbons by New Coat. Apparently they were on sale for 50 cents, or on clearance anyway, at some point. So yeah, who knows what condition they are actually in, although internally, or externally, they seem to be okay. It's internally that I'm really concerned about, but let's just go ahead and get it opened up and see how it goes. Oh, some very easy to open packaging. How refreshing. So yeah, look at this thing. This looks nice. And look at those vibrant colors. Oh my goodness, those are insanely colorful, which is a good sign, at least. So yeah, at least that moves. So yeah, it was this whole deal that was not working on the other ribbons. Well, that and the fact that the color ink had gotten gross and everything because of all the junk inside, and it was just kind of getting dry. But they were 30-some years old. I mean, who knows how old these are. Just see if I can peek inside though. I'm not gonna take the whole thing apart. Okay, ooh, you can kind of see there, those foam rollers are still on this model. I was hoping that maybe New Coat went with the more robust rollers of the black ink ribbons, but I guess not. Well, let's just install it and see what happens. So this part's fairly easy. You just kind of lift this guy out of here and plop the color one in place. I guess there's like an indentation on the bottom that lets the printer know which is installed. Everything else is controlled through software. All right, let's get just a single sheet of paper in here for now, and we'll just open up a nice little 256 color bitmap. Since it's a little image, we tried to print it out in the last video and that didn't work. So let's make sure we're on, yeah, set it to color. Oh, that's promising so far. Check this out. That, my friends, is a wonderful looking color dot matrix image. All right, let's flip this over and see if we can do the chess bitmap that I really wanted to do. That would be this right here. Lovely image. And I'm gonna switch the quality option over to proof, and let's do it. Oh, that genuinely looks amazing. And check it out side by side with the same image on the monitor. You can tell that it made some fascinating choices, but honestly, I really like this aesthetic in terms of like going with much more of a magenta, almost pink here, instead of, well, I guess this is more magenta. This is almost more like neon pink, and this blue is just darker all around. The yellow is more intense. It's what a fascinating look. Oh man, this is exciting now that it's finally working, so let's just keep going. Here's something that I wanted to try in the last episode, but, well, didn't, because couldn't get things working properly. In SimCity Classic, as well as other versions later on, you could actually print out your cities here, just like the map itself. And that results in a PCX file that we can, where am I trying to go? Here we go. Open in Paintbrush or whatever. And look at that. Oh, this brings back some insane memories. And there we go. That looks so cool. Oh man, yeah, my dot matrix that I was printing out these kind of maps on back in the day was just monochrome, and I don't even think it was 24 pin. So yeah, this is definitely an improvement over what I was dealing with back then. You could, of course, print out the full size kind of like a screenshot of the entire city close up as well, but that took up a ton more ink and paper. But just look at this. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? Oh man, it's amazing to me. I like this way too much. Okay, let's hook up the tractor feed and print ourselves a color banner. I'm not going to show the whole setup process because I did that in the last video, but suffice to say, it is an event. Okay. There we go. And we'll go to good old Print Shop Deluxe. Stop. Banner time. We're going to go with a horizontal banner, and we're going to do a stretch dog. No, man, hot dog. Yeah, that's a nice colorful one. We got red, yellow, green, and we can put things in the middle. We'll just do we want to go for full 3 pages? I mean, I'm feeling lucky. Let's see how that looks. Ridiculous. Let's do it. Go into preferences, make sure everything's good. Yeah, we don't want to do cut sheet because we're not cutting any sheets. We have a continuous feed. All right, let's just print it out. Oh, dude. Oh, this looks so good. So, 40 minutes later, we have ourselves a full color dot matrix color banner. Oh man, this looks honestly pretty friggin' great. The dithering is obvious up close, but I like that aesthetic a whole lot. And it seems the more that it printed, the better it got in terms of the streakiness. I mean, there's still little bits of it, but look at that. Look at this big old greetings hot dog. And now to tear off all of the edges. Oh yeah. That is a far cry from what we used to do back in the day. Just printing it out as like monochrome or like coloring book mode in Print Shop, and then taking marker and just, coloring it in after the fact. But no, look at this, it's got the color on it. And honestly, it's way more vibrant than I thought it would be. This is the coolest. I'm gonna hang that up somewhere. Now, one more thing that I wanna do though is see if we can get a t-shirt transfer done. Now, of course, this is not t-shirt transfer ink like I had in the previous video and then had it crap out on me. But if I get actual like t-shirt transfer paper instead of the ink and then just print this onto that, we'll see if that works. And one reason I want to do it is this is all that's left after one wash. So I'm going to print out like a full color thing here and then put that on actual modern transfer paper and then put it on here and see what we can get. But that'll have to wait for tomorrow. Well, not for you, but for me, because it's friggin' late and I don't have any t-shirt transfer paper here. See you in the morning. Yeah. So, once again, I do not have transfer ink this time. We're just going to use your typical transfer paper like this. And this should be interesting. Back to Print Shop Deluxe. And just going to do a sign here. We'll do a classic coastal scene because I don't think I did that last time. I can't do the scene without Cool Crab. Giant Cool Crab just hanging out on the edge of the beach here. We'll give him some appropriately cool text. I want this on a t-shirt. Okay, make sure we're all good here. And here we go. What happened? Ooh. Yeah, I was wondering about that. The coating got stuck against the print head. I guess a little bit thicker paper. We need to change some settings. Well, good news is it doesn't seem to have torn the ribbon yet. I have to remove the print head. Ooh, yeah, that got nasty. Ooh, no. So there's quite a buildup of the transfer paper material along with the ink. It just, it was too close to the platen. So, I'm gonna clean that off. Honestly, this needed to be cleaned anyway, because I don't know if you saw on those other prints, but we were getting these little excess ink bits where the head was going up and just going back and forth on these things. So, yeah. It needed some cleaning. Good idea to do that anyway. Paper and ink residue and crap just gets in these printers all the time. Got a self-test going. Looks like it's good now. Okay, I'll try this one more time. Yeah, same problem. So that would be one reason you would have dot matrix transfer ink instead of using transfer paper. The ink head and really all this is just too close to the paper itself. I mean, this is made for like inkjets and laser and all that. So it's totally a different kind of process. And yeah, it just gets to a certain point and just freaks out. So, you know. However, though, I have an idea. What about just the crab? It does a little bit without going crazy. Yeah, there we go. So not the full page t-shirt transfer that I was hoping for, but I was able to get it to work on this paper for long enough to get one little 2-inch cool crab. And we'll just get him vaguely cut out here. So I forgot to flip him around horizontally in Print Shop, but that's okay. So we're just going to put him right here above the very faded previous transfer and see how it goes. Oh no, there's like dirt on the bottom of my iron. Oh well. All right, let's see what we have done. Give it a second to cool off. Oh, it looks so cool, crab. Oh, look at that. Ignoring my obvious screw-ups with the dirty iron and the previous crappy transfer, I think that looks fantastic. That right there. That is a color dot matrix t-shirt transfer on modern transfer paper. Obviously not a very viable solution considering it just slides around if it prints too much, and yeah, but anyway, that is just awesome regardless. Okay, well, despite the somewhat unexpected hiccups, but yet still expected because dot matrix, I consider this an absolute win. I mean, just look at this banner. Is that not the best greetings hot dog you've ever seen in your whole life? Yeah. Just the fact that we were able to source some new old stock color ink ribbons for this thing, that just makes me happy. So thank you so much to everyone who sent in the hints and tips and just general, I don't know, feedback on the last video about this thing. It's thanks to your help that we were finally able to find one ink ribbon source. And there's still another one ready to be used at some point, so hopefully that one's in good condition. Man, I'm really glad that those rollers inside are much better off than the ones we had before. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed taking a look at this lovely printer doing its thing, about as good as you can hope for, being 30 years after its heyday. I hope you stick around. I've got a bunch more things coming and lots more that I've done in the past. Regardless though, thank you very much for watching what you just did on LGR.